It really sucks that I care so much about people who just
I'm sure tons of you already follow this person, but if you don't, Jay, aka Tybrows, has been pumping out amazing videos almost daily, so please go follow them. They touch on two huge topics that have been front and center in my mind for weeks. One of them is this concept of why do people not seem to care about their future anymore? There are many people who are aware of how horrible long COVID is, how COVID is a multi-systemic disease that has all these different complications. They just don't seem to care anymore. And this is something I wrote in response to someone else talking about this idea. I said, since people already see the future as bleak, I think they don't really want the future. They don't want to fight. They want to give up now and have fun, not realizing denial isn't actually fun, and reality will smack them anyway, ruining the false honeymoon. I think we see this with artists trying to put on tours that they inevitably have to cancel because they're sick. We see people getting sick at the Taylor Swift concerts, Beyonce concerts. Billie Eilish is trying to perform despite being horrifically sick. We also see this with people going on international vacations, making the climate crisis worse and getting sick on the way to vacation, getting sick on vacation, or getting sick on the way home. And you see people talking about how they're trying to do the things they did before the pandemic, and it's just not fulfilling. It just doesn't feel the same. And it's like, yeah, because the reality is not the same. I think people are trying to squeeze out this last little shred of normalcy, excitement. Oh my goodness, don't even get me started on Burning Man right now. That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. People are trying to squeeze these last little bits of privilege that people in the US have gotten from ill-gotten gains of, what I'm talking about. Genocide, capitalism, colonialism, etc. People are trying to enjoy these last privileges before the system starts tanking and going down, or the climate tanks and goes down. And it's just not very fulfilling. Secondly, this creator courageously is talking about a very controversial topic. It's not really scientifically controversial, but this concept of to what extent are COVID-19 and HIV similar as viruses? Because in the scientific literature, there are multiple mechanisms that are very similar. I'm not saying overall these two things are the same, but it is just factual that there are similar mechanisms in both. And this is something that for weeks I've been corresponding with Christina Virgil, another awesome creator on here who you should also follow, and I'm going to tag. Christina and I'm sort of putting out a teaser that we're hoping to put out a collaborative video series looking at what mechanisms between COVID-19 and HIV are similar. Again, controversial, but there's a lot of scientific evidence, and we're trying to break down the mechanisms in detail, but also in a way that's understandable of just how are these two things similar and why should we care? I think it'd be obvious why to care. But anyway, that's my Stitch rambling. Follow Christina Virgil, follow Jay, and thank you, Jay, for bringing up these ideas and continuously speaking out. And I'm kind of with you. I'm over the people that don't care about themselves. At this point, COVID conscious people are really who I'm interested in talking to and learning from. And it's a very sad state of affairs.